This is the Kimber 2K11, one of the most talked about 2011 style pistols on the market right now. Is it worth it or is it all hype?
22 sounds like a movie.
In today's review, we're going to go over pros, cons, some of the things that I've already done to the pistol, what my personal experience has been with the pistol, if I'm liking it, how I'm feeling about it, and who I think this gun is for. Let's get into it. Let's go over my first impressions of the gun when I got it, how I'm feeling after 500 rounds, and what I've done to the gun since then. What just my general impression is of the firearm. So, slide to frame fit, solid. Trigger that came with the Kimber was solid. I think just the coating was awesome. This DLC coating, phenomenal. The lightning cuts with the slide serrations, very practical, very usable. Enjoying that. The plate, trash. Throw the CNH plate in the garbage as soon as you get it. 50 rounds in, no joke, 50 rounds in, and I torqued this to spec and used blue Loctite, and it backed out on me in 50 rounds. So I'm like, no, I already knew that it was riddled with problems. I had read a bunch of reviews on the gun and the CH plate being trash. So I just went to Dawson, and the Dawson's been on there for the following 450 rounds, has not moved a bit, been rock solid, and I used Vibratite this time instead of blue Loctite. I used Vibratite. So not sure if that's what made the difference, but I was not chancing it on a gun that I spent that much money on, and the optic being almost 400 bucks. So I just went ahead and upgraded the plate. In terms of upgrades, I had to do a few things to make it feel right, truthfully. And it is a budget-friendly gun, so I expected some things to have to get upgraded. I knew about the safeties already, the hotspot with the safety. Everybody was talking about it, so I already knew I'm going to upgrade the safety. Um, so that's what I did. I went with a Wilson Combat safety, very tactile. It's a wide grip, wide paddle, very usable, really easy to ride. Love it, love it. Highly recommend it. I also went with some extended controls because I felt like that was causing me to break my grip to reach them. So like the mag release I got from Dawson Precision, it was literally just a screw on. So that was simple install. And then I got a Cosaint arms. I think that's how you say it, Cosaint arms. They sell an extended mag release similar to like the one that comes on the Romulus. So I picked that up. That's been great. Both of those, all the additions have been excellent. Okay. The trigger. When I first got the 2K11, I was pretty content with the trigger that it came with. It was just a little long for my taste. And just so that you guys know, I did experience the rattle. Like, this doesn't rattle. This trigger doesn't rattle. The one that came OEM factory rattled a lot, and I felt like it was the trigger bow. I did some research, people saying trigger bow. So I don't give it a knock to that. It doesn't change the actual performance, so I didn't care. But the set screw that's in there was so far in that after a couple dry fires, I can feel an inconsistency in the trigger pull weight, which was odd, and I didn't like that. So I just swapped it. I know people are backing it out, and that's what's fixing it. But truthfully, with it being too long and all these issues, I'm like, nah. So I went to the red dirt, and I am so glad that I did. Mind you, I went first with the Chile flat curved trigger, like the C2 trigger. That trigger was badass, but I had some issues with the 2K11. After like 200 rounds of shooting it flawlessly, it stopped working with my OEM mags. It would only work with my Atlas mag and my MBX mag. So that was strange. So keep in mind, if you go with a Chile trigger and you're intending to use it with the MJD grip module or with the 2K11, you may run into some things. I didn't want to risk it and remove some more from the trigger bow, and I just swapped it. And the swap was worth it. Now I have a Chili trigger that I want to use for a Chili grip. You know, more excuses to buy more shit. But anyway, overall, my impressions of the gun has been solid. It feels phenomenal. That MJD grip, it's firm. It's tacky as hell. Now that all the extended controls with the trigger, this thing, it feels phenomenal. It really does. It feels like a really expensive mid tier, even though all in, I think I spent $2,500 total on the gun, maybe a little more. Don't quote me on that, but very content with it. I'm pleased with it, and it performs. It runs fast. It runs fast, and it's quick to return to zero. I love the cyclic rate on it. It's not a lazy, slow push like I felt on my P10F. I put like a lighter spring on it, and that one was just kind of pushy. This one's rapid and fast, but you don't feel as much of the recoil impulse in your hand. It just snaps and gets right back on target quick. And that's what I love about it. You can shoot it fast. It's pleasant. I can shoot this 500 rounds in one session. I haven't done it, but likely I could with no problem because the ergonomics lends itself, and I'm really enjoying it so far. 507 comp on top. That's all I run on my pistols. I like to keep it the same. My Glock 17 for carry optics has a 507 comp, and then my backup 2011, the XP Pro, also has a 507 red dot. So, all right, now just general pros over cons. I feel like a pro goes to budget for sure. Bought this sub 2K, can't beat that. Can't beat that compared to some of the others like a Staccato. I know everyone says it's all Staccato's that blueprint that everyone compares to, but I mean, it's true. It is what it is. A Staccato P new with the trigger upgrade and the coated barrel, that's $2,800. So this you save a lot of money on, and it allowed me to kind of customize how I wanted to because I had that extra money to spend on it. So in my opinion, that's a pro. Another pro would be the MJD grip that comes on it, even though it's polymer or Kevlar, pregnated, whatever the hell it's called. It's polymer, but honestly, I prefer polymer because it feels much lighter in the hand. It's not as heavy as steel or aluminum, but in terms of the recoil impulse, it feels the lightest. So, and I like it. It's tacky. Like the gun does not move out of my hands. I feel like it's secure. I really do love this MJD grip module, so I'm impressed. Yeah, the speed of the cyclic rate, that's another pro. I love how fast it runs. The modularity, the aftermarket, that's a pro. Kimber has been great, comes with warranty, although it's not lifelong. It does come with warranty. So a lot of pros, a lot of pros. Some of the cons, do keep in mind, it came with a few cons, was the plate. You're going to have to upgrade at one point. Like at some point, you're going to have to upgrade it. The safety hotspot situation, which they've remedied, but I guess not on mine. And then the extended controls, that's preference, so I'm not really going to count it. I would say the major ones is the safety and the safety and the plate. The CNH plate, trash. Like they could have done better, really. But like a Rise manufacturer makes a plate, Tag makes a plate, Dawson makes a plate. So I just go with one of those and not have to lose sleep over it. But yeah, that's it. I'm very impressed. And I think that Kimber knocked it out of the park with this one. Slide feels like it's on bearings. Super smooth, no hang up. Super, super sweet trigger. I'm loving it. I really am loving it. Kimber got their get back, and the whole 2K11 lineup. Shout out to Kimber. All right, guys, for the viewers who stuck around this long, thank you. Salute to you. More to come. I'm considering whether I should do an XP Pro versus Staccato HD video or a Kimber 2K11 versus a Prodigy double stack 1911 5-inch, or do a Kimber versus new gun, buy myself a new LO gun, and compare them. We'll see if wife agrees with that one. But no, thank you guys. God bless. Stay strapped, stay safe. See you on the next one.